Sup guys, welcome to my channel Moving with Skinny. We are at the KwaZulu-Natal Society of Arts. I'll be doing an interview with Ryan. So yeah, we stuck here because Corona, we can't actually have the luxury to do it at the gyms or whatever.
Yeah. Remember to breathe, my guy. Yeah. My own tuition.
Let's move! Ryan or Leary, this one goes way back. It's actually one of the guys that actually helped me get where I am, speed-wise and strength-wise. So we'll get straight into it. Yeah, Ryan, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Getting out of the house a little bit is always good.
So just give us an intro. Who is Ryan? Where are you based? And what do you do?
Okay, so a couple different jobs. Part-time UKZN, strength and conditioning coach. Full-time job, part-time hours, or full-time hours, part-time job. And then full-time job, I'm at the Sharks. I do the sports science, but the GPS system is my main baby. Running that, downloading the data, analyzing the data, etc., etc.
Okay. So as a GPS person, I like to see you as more of a strength and conditioning coach, but even that's not your title. Like, what is speed to you? Like, as that person that
for me it's having the two different roles, S&C coach versus the sports science. From the strength and conditioning side of things at UKZN, it's tough because we only have guys for such a short space of time. It's not like the big varsities, the big varsity cup where you can sit with them every day and plan. So I kind of get them twice a year with a camp, and then in season a couple of times in season. So it's all about maximizing the time I have with guys, and making sure I get bang for buck kind of exercises or drills, etc. So from that side of things, it's all about what you do in the gym, get the guys strong. Always think the first step is getting your body comp right, so making sure I don't think anyone's kind of met their speed potential if they're overweight or not in those body comp kind of targets per position. So that's always step one for me, and then like I said, getting the guys strong. And then onto the field, it's just, you can't be like a speed coach and paradise from mechanics all the way to absolute speed like you can with the professional side. So I just pick things that I know, make sure guys can change direction, landing mechanics, that kind of thing, reaction time. Those are the kind of things you can tweak every now and then. Then from the GPS side, it's all about making sure you're training according to our game model. So when it comes to speed, you want to make sure what speed we need to be at in terms of meters per minute over a course of a match. Make sure we meet that in match demands. And then it's a case of exposing guys to their max velocity in training, so that when it comes game time, you're not suddenly put in a position where you can't open the taps and run max speed if you need to. So two very different ways of looking at it for me.
Okay, you just spoke about changing direction and speed. So my one question is, does speed really matter? Regardless of positions or wherever you are, does speed matter? And is it possible for you to have speed but not have reaction time, not have agility, or can it work either or? Is it possible for you to have good agility movements and reaction time and still not have speed?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, you'll find guys that'll be quick, maybe over a 40 or quick over 100. And then you test them in a power situation, and their power is pretty low. Same thing, a guy might be really quick, and then you ask him to change direction, and he takes some time. So I think it is possible to have both ways. You can also be quick in terms of how you how you process information, how you react to stimulus, audio, visual. If you can do that, you can still beat a guy who is potentially faster from a velocity point of view. You can just react with it quicker.
Yeah.
So I think that is possible. From both sides of the coin.
Okay. Because we're always looking at, it's always a debate with people. Is Sanantla fast? Is Sanantla quick?
Yeah.
Or is Spec Magic quick?
Yeah.
Or is it fast? Like how you differentiate between the two? Because I feel like in the long run, Spec Magic is a guy that will guess you now, and you still can't catch up, you know. But I feel like Sanantla can guess you now and eventually can catch up in the long run. So it is.
No, 100%. I think you can get a guy that let's take a GPS unit. It's obviously what I work with every day. So you'll see a guy's max velocity in a testing kind of testing environment. So just around a 40. You'll see, he's hit 36 k's an hour. And you get another guy who might only get to 33. And then you watch them play a game, and you might see that 33 guy doing a lot of things really well, really quickly versus another guy. And that just means that the one guy can get to a high speed, other guy may be able to sustain the speed for longer. And again, Sanatla may be able to process things quicker, whereas Speckman, once he's going, he can't catch it. So I think there is a lot of variables to speed, and it's not just about running fast, getting to a high velocity.
So if, like in a perfect world right now, because we're talking about speed, we're talking about there's speed, there's being fast, being quick, reaction, and so who's your, I don't want to say perfect, but who's your perfect guy right now that you think has everything currently in the world?
So we're thinking speed, we're thinking
everything. So who's a complete?
Yes, there's a lot of guys that come to mind. I mean, you've got outside backs that are pure gas guys, and you've got guys like Caleb Clark with a little bit of more brute strength with the speed. To put I always like to back our local guys, so you can't beat him a Pimpy at the moment. He's probably got it all. I think a guy like Fussy is getting there. I think he's still got some development to go in terms of strength and to be able to control his body and being resilient to that. But I think he'll get there. Those type of guys as athletes can't beat them.
So you mentioned Fassi, you mentioned Makazole. So between the two, who do you think would be number one in the 100 meters? I know we test 14, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now, if we had to take like rugby athletes, if you had to take soccer athletes and actually put them in a 100-meter race, like would it be the same? Would Makazole still be Makazole, or do you think Fassi would actually dominate the last?
It's a tough one because you're talking about a guy that over 100. You might get a guy that can get to top speed quickly, but then he's done. And you look at 100, it's only the guy that can get to an 85 to 100% and maintain that speed for 100 meters. So I think the guy, it's more of a speed endurance kind of a race, I guess. 10 meter, 20 meter. I still back the Pimpy.
I'm backing Fassi. Okay, then my next one. Does endurance play a role in speed? So basically, for me to actually be at my peak speed-wise, do I need endurance, or is just speed and agility? Or is just speed alone?
Sure. And when you're talking about a team sport, then you probably do. I don't know if it's potentially affect your max velocity, but it will affect your ability to perform multiple efforts. because obviously that system does help with recovery. In terms of pure athletes in a once-off sprint, probably not. So in our game we need multiple efforts. So you might only reach top speed once every couple of weeks. So speed endurance plays a massive part.
Okay. And then moving forward, as us athletes, what advice can you give to us? Because I feel like you've been in this game, as much as the rugby game, but like I feel like you know the outside things, like how do you get strong endurance-wise, like how do you get strong speed-wise, how do you actually get strong agility-wise? Because I feel like every part of it has like a strength side of it. Like, what's that one advice that you could give to us, like what to look out for or what to do?
I think hard to pinpoint one specific thing. I think I touched on a bit of a process earlier when I said you've got to look at where you need to be from a body composition, and you think, okay, well, am I at the right weight? Is my body fat in the right place? Because if that's not, there's no way you can reach your potential. You can still be fast, but I don't think you'll be as fast as you could be. So that's probably the first thing you need to look at. And then the easiest thing is to have a balanced, gym program. So you've got to work strength, you've got to be as strong as you can. If you can't, then you can't, absorb forces, you can't change direction, you can't, do any of those type of things. So, strength program, body comp, and then you just got to run, sprint. Like I said, you don't expose yourself to those things you're never going to be able to do in a game, So lift heavy, get in shape, sprint.
Okay, well guys, you heard it from the man himself, Ryan. And apparently he's the fastest man at the Sharks amongst the staff members. I don't know how to choose that. But so now, before we close, now just for your 30 seconds of fame, you can say whatever.
Sure, 30 seconds. I don't know if I need that much. No, I just want to thank Skinny for having me on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I've put in some insight to some of the questions. Disclaimer, I'm not an expert, but I'll try my best. And I've known this man a long time. He's come a long way, so I'm excited to be on his show.
And thank you. That's it.
Tell them all this in your mind. I just remember to breathe.